That's a little bit of the détente.
Nowadays, people join martial arts associations for such reasons as exercise, self-defense, and as a path towards spirit enhancement. Many students are drawn towards the more sportive aspects of the art, enjoying tournament competition with other schools and styles. Even though a talented individual might often have to fight politics as well as opponents, tournaments do contribute to the exposure and expansion of the once secretive Oriental fighting arts. Participants can expect tough competition in both the solo forms and fighting events, and must keep themselves in top physical condition to even consider entering. My guest today was a 3-time reigning grand champion at the prestigious Long Beach Internationals, and is the only authentic instructor of Tai Sheng Pek-War Kung Fu actively teaching here in the United States. I'm very proud to welcome to Kung Fu for Health and Self-Defense, Master Paulie Zink, who's back on this program by popular demand. Good to have you here again, Paulie.
Good to be back, Joe.
On your last visit, you covered stretching and basic footwork exercises. On today's show, we'll get a closer look at Tai Sheng Pek-War training methods, including weaponry. For the benefit of viewers who missed your last show, could you give us your martial arts background?
Okay, I began about 17 years ago doing basic Shaolin Kung Fu, which is southern and northern. I tried both for a while. And then from that I went to Tai Sheng Pek-War, which is monkey kung fu, and it uses a lot of footwork, a lot of stances, a lot of stretching, flexibility, and Taoist yoga, which is part of Tai Sheng Pek-War.
Mm-hmm. And your teacher, you weren't able to just walk into the school and say, I want to learn kung fu. He basically chose you.
He came to me when I was practicing kung fu with some other people at one time. We had a little group at college, and I was practicing, and he came up to me and picked me out as a pupil. Mm-hmm. And from that, later on, he chose me to be his successor.
That's quite an honor. The masters are very selective on who they choose. But our bodies, by nature, don't have the agility and also the pound-for-pound strength that monkeys possess. So how can our bodies be conditioned and developed through the monkey training exercises?
All of the basics try to reform your body to the more natural way of movement, and you have to loosen the body up to the way it should be naturally if it were used daily like the monkeys use their bodies. And from people sitting in chairs and cars over the period of years, this changes their body structure. It becomes stiff and immobile, so you have to try to soften the body from the inside out, and that's through the meditations and the stretching and basic postures.
I see, and of course that will add to the health.
That adds
benefits.
to the health by opening the meridians for a better flow of energy.
Being the great tournament champion that you are, that took years and years of hard work to gain that skill needed to get the grand champion position. What kind of mental and physical preparation did it take to get yourself to move to the top like that?
I would work on meditation daily, and I would work on stretching daily, breathing, and then I would work on moving meditations, which are not only kung fu forms, but breathing meditation exercises for energy flow.
So it's very much a mental...
yogic and mental practice.
Right.
In the training, it's about 90% mental.
Mm-hmm. Okay, in conclusion, when you first appeared on the tournament circuit back in the early 80s, really no one knew who you were, and now you've gained recognition as one of the premier traditional kung fu stylists in the country today. What are some of your present projects and future goals?
Right now I'm doing instructional tapes as well as teaching seminar groups. I teach yoga, Taoist yoga, and meditation classes.
You've also got a book on the market, correct?
My book, which you have here in your hands.
You've got, 3 separate training videos that are
3
also
training
available,
videos. Right? They're on monkey basics, basic exercises, and basic training methods.
Kung Fu was originally practiced by temple priests living in mountain seclusion. But we modern martial artists must be able to face the stress and responsibilities of living in a highly technical urban society. So how can the ancient wisdom of Kung Fu be applied in the modern age?
It's very important for your self-realization and your internal values. You should practice the meditation aspects along with your yogic training, because that will help you become calmer, relieve the stress of everyday society. When you can go away and spend time for yourself, it's very important to calm yourself, calm your mind, calm your heart, and relax your body. Otherwise, your body will self-destruct in time from all the pressure and stress of our society today.
That was very good advice. Many people use tournaments as merely a vehicle to sell themselves commercially or prove themselves in competition with others. This can also promote higher standards of excellence, but at the same time, it causes favoritism in judging and a poor attitude among the competitors. The ancient philosophers stated that the only true competition is within oneself, and that mental cultivation is the highest summit of the art. A true martial artist should always set an example by standing above the egotism of the untrained. And I believe Paulie Zink is one of the finest examples of the complete martial arts master, devoting himself full-time to the pursuit of Kung Fu. Through him, we were able to see the dedication that manifests into astounding expertise, that which the ancient Kung Fu masters had attained. I want to thank him for taking time out of his busy schedule.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Joining us today.